Hello everyone, Chief Meteorologist Matt Holiner. Well, it looks like we're going to see all four precipitation types across eastern Iowa today. Snow, sleet, freezing rain, and rain. A true wintry mix. So let's get right to the timing here. The earliest when the precipitation could start to push in is about 7 a.m. this morning, but I do think most are going to be dry. That said, we jump ahead to 10 a.m. and notice how things start to change. So the earlier you can hit the road this morning, the better. I do think it's going to be drier 7, 8 a.m. versus 9, 10 a.m. I do think for most, precipitation is going to start to fall as snow. Now what's indicated here is the snow is in the blue, the sleet is in the orange, the freezing rain is in the pink, and the plain old rain is in the green. So it looks like a period of snow first before we transition through those other precipitation types with a period of sleet, period of freezing rain, and a period of rain. Now this transition is going to begin sooner, farther to the south. So the farther south you live, the less time you're going to be in the snow and the more time you're probably going to spend in the rain. Let's jump ahead to 1 o'clock to kind of show what I mean. Notice that by 1 o'clock we may already be in all rain in the Quad Cities. Meanwhile, Waterloo, could be looking at that sleet, freezing rain mix, and Mason City may still be in the snow. I do think most of the activity is going to be from late morning through the early afternoon. That said, late afternoon, there's still going to be some lingering rain, sleet, snow, freezing rain showers around. I do think everything winds down 7, 8 o'clock this evening, very early this evening, and the rest of the night is going to be dry. So let's talk about snow totals. And it does vary depending on where you live. It depends on how long you're going to be under the snow. So for the Quad Cities, because you're going to transition to rain sooner, not as much snow is going to be able to fall. So we're looking at an inch, inch and a half. Meanwhile, Mason City just probably not going to see, though it's probably going to stay snow longer, we're probably not going to see as much snow as you kind of go to the west. So the bullseye is certainly in the northeast. Waterloo, you have one of the higher totals. Again, this is a blend of all the models, so this is our best estimate for snow total. Don't get too focused on the specific amounts of this is the best estimate. I'd like to keep a range in your mind, so let's talk about that. So for my forecast for Mason City, I'm going with a half an inch on the low end if things underachieve, and if the snow overachieves, we'll get up to 3 inches. Again, scattered snow showers during the morning, and then that scattered wintry mix of sleet, freezing rain, and rain during the afternoon. A windy day with gusts around 30 miles per hour and a high of 31. Now, I did mention that freezing rain and the possibility of some very minimal ice accumulation. Again, this would probably be a very brief period of freezing rain, should it occur where you are. So yes, there could be a little bit of ice on your windshield, a very thin glaze, but we're not talking about crippling amounts of ice that cause major road problems. But just be aware of it. There could be a few slick spots with that ice around. Snow likely for the Waterloo area in the morning, and then that scattered wintry mix in the afternoon, also windy in Waterloo. And I do think the snow total will range from as little as an inch to perhaps as high as 3 inches for Waterloo. Quad Cities, notice the snow total lower, half an inch to an inch and a half. That's because there's probably just not going to be as much snow. I think that transition into that wintry mix is going to occur faster. In fact, a lot of the afternoon is probably going to be in the rain versus the snow, so that's going to keep the snow totals down. Breezy for the Quad City, gusts around 25 miles per hour and a high of 38. So it looks actually like Mason City will be dry by the evening hours tonight. It'll just be a partly cloudy and breezy night and cold. Low of 3 degrees. Looks dry for Waterloo tonight as well. Breezy, so that's going to make it feel even colder. A low of 10 degrees. For the Quad Cities, I'll leave a 10% chance for some leftover rain showers very early this evening, then dry the rest of the night. A low of 23. Then for Wednesday, mostly cloudy and dry much of the day, but a 20% chance of snow, primarily in the late afternoon in Mason City. Notice colder, high of just 16 degrees. High of 22 in Waterloo with a 30% chance of snow showers, mainly in the late afternoon, and Quad Cities also a 30% chance of snow in the afternoon with a high of 31. So the big takeaway here is that particularly during the late morning and early afternoon, it's going to be messy. The road conditions are not going to be good. Traffic is definitely going to be slowed down. So ideally, if you can stay off the roads during the late morning, early afternoon, that's going to be best.